Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for KC.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, he'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great 6th sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Easy, easy, easy.
And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Rodgers to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for KC.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now it's Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half, it's Wilson looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Murray now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangwu, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Rodgers to return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Play fake. Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, and the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do. But here, this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face, but it is something that they can finally feel good about.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a handoff for Dobbins. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 36, Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. Not much there, only a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Murray to air it out again.
this defense, they came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going for it. It's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, 26 yards. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now here's Ross. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. First down, Murray looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Rodgers to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You go see me,
Now a carry for Dobbins. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On play action, it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Back to throw it, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go right back to the longer. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat to hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some space here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Wilson going to throw for it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie Odafe Oweh. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Rodgers to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.